All right, so this is another episode of Art and Our Entertainment, and I'm going to be talking about Taika Waititi and his mission to make a brand new Star Wars movie. And also, the guy said he's not going to be focusing on old Star Wars lore. He's not going to be focusing on the Skywalkers. He said he's gonna have a brand new experience for people to come into. So even if you don't know about Star Wars, I'm assuming that you can enjoy this without having to try to connect pieces back to the past. Because honestly, Taika Waititi, man, this dude cannot miss. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I've seen of his recently was Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit is really great. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he's able to weave such a sad, dark time in basically mankind's history and spin it and make light of it. I mean, dude was fantastic, and still keep it serious, man. Like, yeah, Jojo Rabbit is a fantastic movie directed by Taika Waititi. Obviously, you got Thor Ragnarok. Um, he's got a vampire show out, that's still up and running, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I should say, I haven't seen that one, but I like spooky stuff, so I'm actually surprised I haven't seen that. But yeah, man, I really like that he's not gonna focus on the Skywalkers, man, because it seems like even with all the new stuff that Marvel has coming out, because they bought up Star Wars. Excuse me, I mean Disney bought up Star Wars. Disney bought Star Wars. Even with the new stuff that they got coming out, it seems like they just stay in that pocket of talking about, either the Clone Wars or my gripe about Star Wars, which I feel like it should be a lot of people's gripe about Star Wars, right? Um, they always tell us there's this big galaxy, but we only stay on that dusty ass planet Tatooine, right? And they always try to convince us that nothing ever happens on Tatooine. Well, everything happens on Tatooine. I mean, you're talking about this whole. You say you have a whole universe. Show us this whole universe, and then you say that there's all these different people and species and all these things going on, but you only focus on this one family in this whole universe. Like, I mean, I don't know. They did make a new series that advanced the story. I'm talking about episodes 7, 8, and 9. But for me, I mean, they still leaned on the past heavily, and then on top of that, the story was just convoluted. There was so much going on. You heard even before the last couple of movies came out that there was all these rewrites. They were reshooting, and to get what we got, it was terrible. It was hot dumpster juice, and but me saying it's hot dumpster juice doesn't mean that you have to think it's hot dumpster juice. That's actually a cool thing about having different opinions. But I will say, in defense of these uh, new movies, there's a lot of people saying that in looking back, that 7, 8, and 9 are some of their favorite Star Wars movies, and even though I think they're terrible, that doesn't mean that you have to think they're terrible. And also, just to extend the olive branch, my favorite Star Wars movie is Revenge of the Sith. I think that movie is, now obviously people are gonna say Empire Strikes Back, but keep in mind I said my favorite. I didn't say your favorite. I said my favorite. I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? 7, 8, and 9, I didn't like those, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give them credit for that as far as like trying to take it to a new space. But at the same time, they still pull back and grab some of those OGs, which did work in some aspects. But for the most part, I just feel like they need to focus on like a new situation, and Taika Waititi coming in with a vision to make a completely, brand new Star Wars experience with brand new stories and characters is fantastic. Star Wars needs that more than ever. That's why I like The Mandalorian. Sure, I feel like recently The Mandalorian is definitely the best thing Star Wars has cooking for it, just as far as live action. Now I know they've been cranking out some stuff with the cartoons, but I haven't delved into the cartoons. But as far as live action, Mandalorian is clear cut in a way the best thing for me. I feel like I could have skipped Boba Fett. I feel like Boba Fett was a victim of timing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if Had Boba Fett came out before Mandalorian, it would have been a whole different other vibe, energy for it. But I think, like I said, it was just a victim of timing. But Mandalorian is definitely the best live action that they got cooking right now. I'm anticipating season season 3. So there's that. And yeah. Last really good Star Wars movie was Rogue One. To me, that's just clear cutting away the best thing Star Wars has done on the big screen in a while. And I just want to see something new, man, because it just, like I said, it just seems like they keep focusing on, Skywalkers and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it's just and even with the new stuff coming out, with the exception of, the Mandalorian, which does take place during like that main stuff, but it's the other stuff. It just seems like it focuses on the same thing that we've seen, just from a different vantage point. And I want them to push the story forward. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what they need to do. And Taika Waititi, with just his creativity and his uniqueness and the way that he sees stories, the way that he, you know, articulates it with his vision, I think it'd be really good for Star Wars to have that type of eccentric, super creative, mind, you know what I'm saying, behind that engine that is Star Wars. So, yeah.